I just started. We talked about a few questions like common sentences in the Ponca, and then we got on some about what time it is, and we start talking about time. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put the whiteboard back on. But Connie, Debbie, and Barbara and Diane, you can talk about that. Give these guys a chance to look at it. I'm looking at something real quick so I could open it up bigger for them. Diane, go ahead and talk about how what you didn't understand so we could get there.
For time, I think it was just I was seeing everything. I keep getting added to it, but I was never in the lesson with numbers. My brother was, so it all just looks like words. um, and trying to see where I can kind of see where the aquafalte or like it went past, or the akiha, the further made sense. Um, uh, for like the 15 till or something, it's like past. It's just a little confusing because I don't know the numbers. I think it just made it harder for me. And then the whole trying to figure out the AM PM thing.
Say AM PM. Let me rephrase that. On that, we shouldn't get into that. Really. I thought about that last night. But that's the biggest thing that we had down here. Well, how do we know if it's AM or PM? Well, if you got a doctor's appointment at 8 o'clock, usually it's going to be 8 a.m. But we have to still come somewhere down the road to do that. So scratch all that PM and AM stuff. We're not going to worry about that right now. And so that could get confusing. But I'm going to show you these words that we're talking about. Hang on. You can continue on a little bit, Debbie, so I could help you by venting on what you didn't understand, because I need to get that right for you the best that I can. And then some of these ladies on here and Chris even might be able to.
Um, I think for me, it's a lot of it. I just need to go over it and try and memorize some of it. It's it's interesting. I realize that a lot of it, I can read it, but I don't always know what it means. Um, and I have a good idea of how it's supposed to be pronounced, whether or not it comes out that way.
Well, you still have a good idea. There's so many people that can't read and write Ponca, and you guys are a step ahead in a lot of ways. I mean, I know some of this stuff. I have to realize that it could overwhelm me by what we're going through, or I gotta make sure I always keep it slower. Not saying that you're not capable, but so that way we could get the understanding of it, not just let it overwhelm us or go overhead like, whoa, what happened? Or and like a lot of times when you don't understand it, you guys could always inbox me and let me know if you don't want to. You feel like you might disrupt the class, but really the class is the best setting for it, because that's where we have to get that understanding. And then you're also able to inbox me if you guys also need to, whether it's on a text message, email, or messenger. That way we could really work over like tomorrow from on Friday, 10 a.m. Central Time to 3 p.m. Central Time. I'll be at my open door. That's somebody snappers at me. Thought I turned it off.
So I do have one question that I didn't write clearly on 1 o'clock. It's Wiakchi, and is it Hi, he, for 1 o'clock?
Like this way. This is the proper way. Let me do the proper way, and then you got, like I said, sometimes people don't say it like this. Me a don't be. Wow. Shit. Okay. And that means it's 1 o'clock. And some people might put me don't because well, y'all here. Some people might just say, well, y'all here.
Thank you. Ribbon.
Uh, and that means 1 o'clock. Can you guys see the whiteboard? I went back and shared it earlier. I forgot. I just realized I didn't share it, but I saw that Robin got on by opening curves, but I forgot to share it. My screen. I may have to go back over that Ponca app. I realized when they sent me that stuff for me to overlook, they must have cut out everything I did on time in that Ponca app. We have to have that on time, or at least part of it. I didn't like that on there. Some of that stuff they took off like 139 words of mine, and that included some sentences. I didn't like that because I mean, who are they to say when we're paying $79,000 to somebody to do something? They don't want that in there, or they don't think it should be in there. I didn't like that. Robin, are you guys be able to go over her notes real easily? If not, we can just do it all over. Because I think that today that's all we're going to really be doing is talking about time. Robin, you and Chris there?
Yeah, we're here. I hate to
Okay,
make
when I
everybody repeat it, but it kind of sounds like from some of the
no,
feedback, it probably wouldn't
well,
be
you heard
bad.
yeah, they wouldn't be bad because some of them didn't understand that. I didn't realize that last night. They didn't say nothing. They remember relatives. Listen, communication is is of greatest importance when we're learning anything. And I know some of you might know that, some might not. But those of you who don't know, don't be afraid to say, "I don't understand it." We're going to stop and we're going to go over it, or we'll go back. If we got to go back on numbers, Diane, then we will. Because the thing is we want everybody to be comfortable with the learning that we're doing on the different subjects in our culture and our language. We're gonna get it, and like I said, in here on this one, I don't got it to where you guys where I can mute you guys and you'd have to raise your hand. Just all you gotta do is just say, "Hold on," even if you gotta cut me off sometimes because I might go off ranting on something, or somebody else might be talking, not saying nothing, Sister Connie, or something. We might go just cut us off. Say, "Hey, I don't understand this one," and then we're gonna get on it.
Eagle,
Yeah.
did you explain what mi dambeke means? Like the translation that's in the Ponca dictionary? How he defined a clock?
Well,
Like
in Ponca, when you say me dombeke, that means the clock, the watch, or the time. I don't know what it said in the dictionary. Read it to us. Tell them what page it is. They all got dictionaries, so they can read it too.
page 120,
Let me
a
grab
sun
mine up, man.
seeing,
– 120.
yeah,
Everybody there?
Yep.
it's a sun seeing device, a device used to measure time, may refer to a sundial, wristwatch, or other device. But I remember thinking when I look at the word me means sun, unless you're talking about the names of the moons or a woman's name. But me means sun, and the idambe, doesn't that mean face? Or
No.
what inde is face, right?
Yeah, look at the whiteboard. I want what what Barbara's talking about. I want you guys to understand that's what she's talking about.
Yeah,
All
like
this right
break
here, 'cause
down
we
the
already have.
meaning of that. To look.
Oh, well, slow down. You're not in no hurry.
From what I can say, Idombe is center, usually relates to something that is seen in the middle of a group of things or people. If it's the same word.
It's not.
Yeah, okay.
Dambe is the root verb for see.
That's right. By means of or a way of.
Look or see.
Okay, so me is sun. E is a verb prefix that by means of or by way of. Dame is a root verb to see. K is an article that means the. Me is dame K. I'm gonna let you guys write this one down. And the literal translation is to look at the sun by way of or by means of. To look at the sun by means of or by way of. That is the literal translation. And what she just read on here says clock, a sun-seeing device, a device used to measure time, may refer to a sundial, wristwatch, or a clock. It didn't say it, it just says other devices, but it's also that. But it talks about time. And so that word without K, me idambe, has been known as clock, as watch, before all these other modern things, clock, watch, or the time. And with the K on it means the time, or the watch, or the clock. But if you said the clock or the watch, most likely you would say me idambe then. You would do it like this way. Me idambe then. Because why? Why, Barbara?
Because it's round.
That's right.
Long is the article for the something that's round.
That is very true. And you guys are gonna get there. Some of you got a little more time than others to learn this, and some of you are just catching on, but you guys are all learning extremely well. I'm proud of you.
I just wanted to point that out because it helps me break down the sentence. Like when you're talking about what time it is, you understand that first you're identifying the clock, mi dambeke, and then whatever you add to that phrase is the numbers meaning the time. Wiaki, ahi.
Eagle, when you
Yeah.
do Mie Dombe, the, you said that was watch?
Our clock, you'd be talking about it.
Clock, it's
Like,
the actual
like,
device. Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
When you're talking about the division of time, the time in the 24-hour setting is K.
Is Eagle going in and out for everybody else or just me?
Me too.
It's probably me because we got rain. It's raining. It hasn't stopped raining at all today.
Hope
Can
you're
you hear
not
me?
getting too much wind. Yeah, that's better. Thank you, Eagle. Please.
No, it's rain. It's raining here, Sister Robin. We've had rain 3 days straight now. And some Poncas will use it that way. Mainly the only ones that would use it that way was like my Lee family, except for Grandpa Henry. He worked on Ponca harder than the others. And okay, my grandpa, all my Lee relatives that are Lee, the old ones, remember their mother was a full-blooded Ponca, and then Grandpa Henry Lee Sr. his dad was a full-blooded German, and his mother was a full-blooded Omaha, but he spoke fluent Omaha. And so some of the children, they speak Omaha like it's just first nature to them. Nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. But down here, they got ridiculed bad on it. But Grandpa Henry, being the oldest son, he worked on the way he spoke like a Ponca. Some of these other guys, if you asked them to say something, they would say it the way Omaha said it, or give you the months of the months that the Omaha has. And when Grandpa Curtis Lingay, when he talked about division of time or what time it is, he said, this is what he said, me et don't be long, autant here. I'm gonna write it out. Has everybody got this on a whiteboard?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Question.
That's an H, right? Autant here.
Yes, it's the word. What? Okay, Barbara. When you say a tonky, what does that mean? You remember,
A
Barb?
tonki, a tonki.
Yeah, yeah.
We talked about that yesterday. No, you said
A tonky means
akusambe,
when.
akiha, adiha. A tonki is when? A tonki or a tonhi?
A tonky, but I'm telling you, a tonky most generally all Ponca and always Omaha. That's like the only word they use for when. A tonky. But the
When?
real word for when you say when is a tonk. And then when you add a tonky, a tonky, or a tonky, it makes it mean a little bit different of when. In this case, what I'm showing you, me e don't be a tonk here. Me e don't be a tonk here. Even
Itombe
though
o
that's a tonk here.
tonhia.
Mm-hmm. This right here is another way. What time is it? And the way he done this, and the way some Poncas see this, because he's on the Ponca Road, that dawn on there, maybe he's asking somebody what time is it by them looking at the clock. I don't know. I can't speak for him. But we usually, when you ask what time it is, we don't ever use don't. But he had to be referring to whoever he was asking. Temps, he means when it arrived, literally. But when you're talking in English, you say when it arrived or when it arrived. And so when you're asking what time it is, it's just in that question, it's like what? It turns into what? What time is it without having idada or edada or abbreviated dadan. Write all this down on this, and it's also like me idam beke ana here. I'm gonna break that down for you. I broke down me idam beke, but I didn't break down this.
Hey, Eagle, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not now. If you're trying to talk, Connie, you're muted.
Oh, I can't hear you now. I mean, I don't know if you're talking or not, other than what I heard you say, because when I got the whiteboard on, I can't see you.
I got problems with speakers and stuff tonight. It's not. I'm gonna try to hook up this Bluetooth.
You already have me a dump, okay.
People.
Not means how many. He
Whoa.
means the guy.
I hear you very
What's up?
good. Sorry.
So, and then ah is a question mark at the end of a sentence. So when it says me a dump, ana here. Me a dump, ana here. Can you guys take turns saying that? Starting with Connie, Debbie. I mean, excuse me, Barbara, Debbie, Connie, Diane, Chris, and
I
then
didn't get it.
Robin. Did you hear me, sis? Connie.
Can you put it up for another second, darling? And I could.
Oh, I am.
I
I'm gonna
didn't
bring
get
it.
it
I'm gonna bring
down.
it
I
back.
just need to take
No,
pictures.
I'm gonna bring it back, but I was just telling you what order you
Oh,
guys
okay.
could. It'd be Connie. I mean
Okay, I'm
Barbara,
sorry. I missed it
Debbie,
then.
Connie, and then Diane,
Okay.
and then Chris,
Barbara.
and then Robin. Those are two
Okay.
ways that you'll also hear it through what they call family, the way a family will talk, because some families will use a certain particular way. But the bottom one is the most common of all Ponca, no matter what family it comes from.
Mi idambeke anohia.
Good.
Eagle,
Yeah.
when you say idombe, it sounds like the stress is on the dombe, idombe. Mi idombe or mi idombe?
Idombeke.
Mi
Me,
idombe.
Idombeke. You
Mi
raise it back up. You got to pause right there with that glottal stop. Me, Idombeke.
mi
Idombeke.
mi
Idombeke.
idombeke. Mi
Yeah,
idombeke
yeah.
anohia. Mi idombeke anohia.
And then you say, Anna here. It dropped Anna here.
Anohia. Anohia.
Try it again.
Oops. Anohia. Anohia.
Say the whole thing again.
Mi idombeke anohia.
Good.
Are we saying both of them?
Y'all ready for me? Oh, I'm sorry, it's
Me-
Deb. Sorry, Deb.
Yeah, is it both of those? Miidambe.
That's what it was originally, but Connie, I mean, but Barbara, you just said it one way, so I just thought you were gonna go one way.
Yeah, Debbie can
Miidambe.
say
Atahia. Miidambeke. Ananhia.
Good. Barbara, go again.
mi idombeda atahia.
Mm-mm.
Mi idombeke anohia. Anohia.
Connie.
Okay. Me idombeke ana here. Me idombeke ana here. Keep going. I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't know what else to do.
If you said it twice, then the next person goes.
Okay, I said it twice.
Diane.
Diane, can you see it when I got it
Diane?
like this way?
Diane, is it babe?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, my mic keeps acting up. Mi idombeda
Life said.
adankia. Mi idombeke anankia. Mi
Good.
idombeke.
Chris.
Okay. Me, Adombike, Anahia. Me, Adombike, Anahia.
Good.
Mi idombeke anohia. Mi idombefa atahia.
Good. Okay, on this one, the same order that we got. If you guys don't mind, starting from the top, each one of you, and then go to the bottom. Just be like, me dum be dum, atahia. Me dum be ke, anahia. Hey, like you're saying, hey, hey. Go ahead.
Mi idam bedam atahia. Mi idam beke anahia te.
Mi edam beta atania. Mi idam beke anania.
Next, that was good. Connie.
Can you not hear Connie?
Connie, can you hear us?
Oh, she froze on my screen.
Yeah, she's
me
frozen on
too.
mine too. There, she's back.
Hello, hello.
Hi. Connie.
Heard you for a second.
Connie, can you hear me? Connie.
There you are. I've been trying to hear everybody. It just went away.
Connie, everybody's singing. It's your
I
turn.
can see it. We're singing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. From the top to the bottom, right? Okay.
Yes.
Can you make it bigger a little bit, or well, I can get my
Yeah,
phone.
I can make it bigger. Hold on,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Y'all
pause
just
myself.
remember. Oh, thank you. So y'all just remember I suck. I mean, yeah, 40 dirts. I'm bad. Mi idam beda atahia. Mi idam beke anahia. Mi idam beda ahia. Oops, atahia. Tahia.
It was good. Go ahead, Diane.
Mi idam beda atahia. Mi idam beke anahia. Hey.
All right. Mi adom bithe atahia. Mi idom beke enahia. Hey.
Mi adam beta atahia. Mi idam bake anahia. Hey.
Eagle, eagle,
Can you hear me?
eagle.
Yeah.
Do they know that when you put at the end of a sentence, that makes it a question?
Yeah, I told him.
Okay.
Yep,
I'm here, Grandpa.
that was on the board.
Has anybody been going to the classes in the daytime?
Just Connie and then Garrett sometime.
I'm there occasionally too.
I work in the daytime. No time for that nonsense.
Yeah, I haven't been able to make daytime classes. I just wondered if we're all missing stuff or if it's just mostly repeating.
We talk about all the people that aren't there.
The Ponca way.
Yeah, pretty much. Correct. Yeah.
We don't. We're just talking about the.
He's in and we all go to town. She knows
We just
everybody.
talked about
Chris
we
is
talked about
joking.
like it's easy like on when we talked then you could ask me like you might have other questions. See, a lot of people they just inbox me and they'll tell me like well how do you say this, or I want to learn how to say that, you know, or how do I spell this or spell that, you know, and when me and Connie talk, you know, we talk about all kind of stuff, you know, about family, about certain things we learned, or just might even just shoot the shit. Just depends. Not really shoot the shit, but you know, like talk like what's relevant and what we got going on. But if you guys
Folk
get
used to
time,
ask stuff like, you know, how do you say this, like Bible verse or something? I just wanted to say something once and or write it down, and that was the end of it.
but also like I said, anything that you didn't understand, we could get it. That's what Garrett does. He's like on my Friday class. Garrett usually always comes on that one for an hour or 2 hours the most he stays. But he really likes to catch up, you know. And I don't know what's going on. He's been really busy, and but those are the main two that come on in the daytime. It's Connie and Garrett. Oh, and Ricky comes in too. Ricky comes in about every time too.
Chris is offended because he said he comes in the daytime too.
Oh no, Chris came 3
Hey,
times with me. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting there going through my little repertoire. He came 3 times. I'm sorry, Chris. Left him out.
But
I'm sorry.
yeah, I do get you distracted on. I usually ask culture questions, is what I typically
No, but
tend to do.
no, but it's good though. Asking any of those, and he does. He does. Chris has a lot of questions that are good. That you know, like it ain't our culture is mainly our language, but you got so much more to the culture than just the language. And in the old days, you'd be thinking, well, what do you mean language? Because everything we did back in the day was in our language. But today, there's such a scarcity of our language that it has become this way. But them are the ones that
Chris
came.
asks all
Chris
the
them too.
questions that we all want to know, but we're not brave enough to ask.
Yeah, some good ones. There's a couple of times that Chris been on there a couple hours with me too. Let's see.
Eagle, do you know if the Lord's Prayer is in any of the Ponca books translated?
It's not in none of them.
I had a,
Monka Pierre has it. Monka Pierre Merrick has it. He says it on the Omaha way and on YouTube.
oh, I'll have to
Monka
find
Pierre.
that. We have a elder here that's fighting cancer, and he asked me to translate the Lord's Prayer for him, and I've been feeling guilty for not being able to. I'd like to do that.
Hang on.
Maybe I pop in on a Friday and do that with you.
Connie, can you hear right now?
You could jump on there and grab sound bite. Yeah, I can hear. I can hear. I'm good. Sound like a recording
The
from
Lord's
YouTube,
Prayer in Omaha.
and you could actually like slow it down. And slow it down and kind of go through it.
Connie, how do I send it to our
You do
page?
sorry. Copy the link.
How do I do that?
Send me the. Can you send it to me and I'll send it up there?
I got it right here. Can you guys see it?
Were you on your phone?
I'm on my phone.
What's the name of it? And I'll find it and do it. Yeah, what's the name of the
Songs
video?
and Prayers
I'll find it.
from St. Augustine, Indian Nation.
Okay.
It's called Omaha, Our Father from David Korth.
Okay. I'll find it, send it to you, and make sure it's the right one.
I found it. Thank you, Eagle.
Omaha. Is it Omaha Arfa? Omaha for direction. Pipe honor song.
Omaha,
So
quotation
it's the Our
marks,
Father
our
one.
Father. Father David Korth, Pierre
Okay.
Merrick, Calvin Harlan. I got it. Thank you. Onward.
Oh, great. Good. I'm going to send it anyway since I'm about halfway into it. I just got to hit
Thank you,
send.
Connie.
So, oh, I didn't do anything, but you're welcome with it.
But deliver us from evil. Sugar, we weak them. Humble, we. Thine is the kingdom, the strong kingdom, and the power. And the glory forever.
And we probably wouldn't say it like that way, but that's at least they did something about it. That's what we do down here. We have to do something about it. You know, it's easy to talk about what people say. We won't say it like that, but the Ponca wouldn't say it like that. But the thing is at least they try. You know, or they not try, they do it. Let me rephrase that. They do it. And that's what we have to do down here. We're gonna have to start being doers. You know, a lot of people always talk and don't do nothing. And I asked a lot of our elders down here, and they always tell me they're gonna do it. Me, I'm really skeptical or even scared to do. I do a lot of I do some translating, but and you know, in our culture, you know, it don't match up all the time. But not only that, but it tells us in the Bible, if you believe in the Bible, it says don't take away or add anything to it. And I'm afraid that I might be shortcoming of it. Maybe I'm just cowardly in that way. I don't know. But
I'm sorry, it says don't take away what? I apologize.
don't take away or add to it. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Connie, did you hear me?
You're not supposed to change the Bible.
That's right.
Yes, I did.
And what if I'm not adequate? What if I'm not good
Exactly.
enough? That's what I'm trying to tell you. What if I'm not good enough? And I do make people misunderstand it. Hang on. Be me myself. I love it. I love to hear my uncle Pierre, my uncle Nate, or Uncle Calvin, and them talk Omaha. I love to hear it. Can you put that on there and put a notation that that's from my uncle, my Omaha uncle, and put it on Google Classroom? Does this let people hear it, or do you want to just leave it on our? No, we better just leave it on our chat. People might get offended. Let's just leave it on our chat. But I think it's beautiful.
Do you want me to put? I'm going to put a note on the chat that it's your uncle. Okay.
He is my uncle Pierre Merritt.
Is that okay? The way just say.
Yeah.
Okay. His name, Pierre. Okay,
His
Pierre.
name
I
is
can see it.
Pierre Merritt. He's the one talking, and then I think that's my uncle Nate. He's interpreting it.
Okay.
Nate Gilpin,
Damn it.
Merritt.
Nate Merrick.
Did you guys see a little big-headed monster behind me just now?
Uh-uh.
About I
I
felt some
can't
little
see
hot breath
you.
breathing on
I
me.
can't.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Wait,
There it is.
George, come wave at him. George, come behind Dad and wave at him.
George. Hi, George. I can't see, but I love you, George.
Idea.
He's my little buddy.
Wave at him.
He calls me Grandma. He calls me
Wakanda
Grandma.
Kijinga,
And I like
Cutie.
it.
little
Okay,
monster.
let's play. Good play. Oh, this is the worst one right here. Dang. Go now. I was just playing. Go. It's cold out there, boy. It's raining. You're gonna get sick. Then it stop raining. If you put their shoes and jacket on, you can go out there. But other than that, if it rains, you ain't going out there. I said it just stopped raining. It's been raining nonstop. So I'm feeling gloomy. I took a nap. I never take a nap in the daytime. Okay, at 7 p.m. we're gonna come back at 7:11. By the time we get, it's almost 7. It's almost 7:01.
Okay.
Take a nap. I mean, I'm taking. Don't take a nap. Don't take a nap. I bet they don't.
You won't see me again. We're out of here.
Okay, Houston, we got a problem. We got a baby going crazy because she can't go outside.
Isn't it dark out there almost?
No, it ain't dark here.
They're an hour ahead of us, Connie. Or
It
an hour
probably won't
behind
get
us.
dark here till about 8, probably
I
about
keep forgetting.
8:15 or 8:20.
When it's dark.
Uh, Connie
Well, tell
or
the babies it's
Barbara,
fixing to get dark. They don't know.
man, they ain't scared of the dark. These kids are crazy. Barbara, look in Wagonze's book and find time. That book right there got put in my contract by a councilwoman. That book and then Aunt Alice Linge, they got put in my deal. I'm gonna go get my book so I can look at it with you.
Okay. Me Dombe. Me Dombe. Me Dombe. You guys, there's a chapter in here called coffee phrases. I want to learn those.
I'm right with you.
Coffee.
I need some Hare Monka. I
That's
drink
okay.
Hare Monka. I don't drink
I'm trying to
Okay,
imagine.
Ponca relatives, they hear this recording.
Monka
Remember,
Sabe.
we also got put in there. What page are you on?
We're talking
This
about
this
Monka Sabe.
oh, coffee, yay!
Time is page 61. It starts. Me Dombe Anaa. And then it goes into time yesterday, today, tomorrow, and then time of day. Hmm.
Well, I'm gonna send this to our deal so you know what we're reading out of. What I'm talking about, and those of you gonna hear these recordings, uh, I know we're not Omaha, but this was also put in my contract so I could go through this and this book and use it because it was put in there by a councilwoman. Two books out of the Omaha language, and this is one of them. One is called Umaha Iete, Umaha Ushkante, and 500 verbs in Umaha.
Mr. Eagle.
Can you guys see that? I just did it there.
Umaha Ie Umaha Uskante.
Yeah, you got that book, Connie?
Okay, just making sure I got the right one, and then I know I got the other
Yeah,
one. So.
Connie?
Okay, I'm good.
You see it?
Gotta check myself.
So
Yeah.
not that one, the other one.
The other one.
Ugh, let's begin.
That one right there. Look, Robin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why does that happen?
We lost Debbie.
These were I didn't put these in my contract, but they were added in my contract.
Huh.
By the Congress being.
That's interesting.
Provide. So the only problem is they do it differently. So I almost want to go in and write it the way I know to say it.
This book right here took over. It took a man's lifetime to make this book. This is a man's life's work. He's
I don't
my
know what's going
adopted
on. I don't know if
uncle.
y'all can hear me. I can't hear anything.
We
Can you guys hear me?
Funny.
I can hear you, Eagle. I can hear Connie. She just can't hear us.
Okay, this book right here took a man's lifetime's work. He started this book, and he didn't know he was starting this book, but it started in 1977 in April, right after Leonard Peltier was arrested for the false murders of 2 FBI agents. During this time, Mark Swetland, Abokuni, Ulichide. The first name was his Hawaiian name. The second name was his Omaha name of the Inkasibe clan, the Butler clan. Whoa.
Fussing some kids.
Whoa. We got babies gone wild around here. Sit down in the chair. Listen to Dad. Sit down. It's okay. Listen to Dad, okay? Oh, hey, she's
Now I
okay.
can
She's
finally
right here.
hear again. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Okay, so anyway, this man, Mark Swetland, he took he dedicated the majority of his life to the end of his life to the Omaha language and the Omaha culture. He was a pure white man. He didn't have no lineage of Native American, but he knew more than most. Omaha and Ponca from the north and south alike, because he dedicated his life to the language and the culture. And he wrote me while I was incarcerated. Hi. You guys made her happy just doing that. She's feeling down. And hi. And if you guys can say a prayer on May 10th, her and George are gonna be mine. I'm adopting them, and I'm changing their names are getting changed to my name. These are my biological children's half siblings, but they're mine. And I'm the only father this little one knows since I've been home the
Can
past
I be their
3
grandma?
years. You're the auntie.
I want to be your
Okay,
grandma. You gotta adopt me. They gotta adopt me.
So back to this book. This book means a lot to me. I don't care if it's not Ponca. This book I got to help put my input on the language, on the syntax. One might call it syntax, the sentence structure, and the numbers, and a lot of other things. I got to help. He wrote me while I was incarcerated, asking my questions, and then I got a letter of recognition by Lawanda Swansing, or how you say it, but she was cool. But this book is really important to me, based on my relationship with Wagonze. Wagonze is the Omaha way to say teacher. The Ponca way is Wagonze, Wali. Wagonze, Wali. That's how we say teacher. Go get your dress on so they can see your pretty dress. Yay. Okay, so a while ago she fought and she was screaming, going crazy because she won't put her dress on now. I told her go show them your dress. She wants it on now. Put her
Everybody loves an audience, Eagle.
I know I don't really realize that. I'm kind of detached sometimes.
Well, not everybody really, but that is, some people want an audience.
Well, the one thing I noticed since I've been home these going on 2.5 years now, I've been home. I noticed that a lot of people got social anxiety. These children, my even up to my 20 year old to my 13-year-old, and all their friends have a big deal. They always talk about social anxiety. I said, there's like 10 of you right now. You guys are part of society. You guys are real comfortable. They said, yeah, but when we get around other people, I said, well, just think about it as we're all human. I said, you got to overcome it. I said, either way, you can't be like that. That'd be like you'd be stuck on a laptop, or you'd be stuck playing games 24/7. You're afraid to get out there into the real world. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but I see children are that way today. My 24-year-old's that way. My 20-year-old, the shoes are right here, right here.
What's
Those are
Diane
shoes.
saying with her hands?
She might do it too. But
I
the
said
point
I
is,
have social anxiety. I'd rather stay home and be on the computer all day.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but these kids, I try to teach them that we have to be out and about. Like my kids today, these younger ones, my 13-year-old, 6-year-old, and my 3-year-old, just you know, they would rather be on a phone or on their iPad or laptop or just watching TV without going out on a beautiful day to go play. And where I live at now, I can't. There's nothing for the children to play on unless we walk over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. They got a splash pad with a full big, huge park. And where I live at, I live in the black community right now. I live in a black community. I own houses in the Ponca reservation, but I live in the black community. So anyway, I get treated real good here. Everybody watches us. They love my children. It's a real good. How you say that, to be diverse? Or before that, my children that lived in White Eagle, they lived in the reservation. They never saw black people or white people for that matter, unless they went to school. And so, but let alone to interact with them, because they want to interact with other Poncas
That's weird.
and even growing up here, they don't so much interact with other tribes either. And so that's what I've been talking
You
to them
know,
with to break that.
just being at home, with people like them is even that way. My son, I took him to the grocery store and he saw his first person with blonde hair, and I didn't think I could get him off of her. He just freaked out and wouldn't stop staring at her. It's really weird. But just being in the home, if you're with like
Yeah,
people, like with the hair color and everything the same, that does something too. Sorry to interrupt there, but
no, you're good. How much
in the
is
world
it?
and everybody's frozen, so I apologize.
No, you're fine. And so even with our languages, we can't be Ponca phobic or Omaha phobic or Osage phobic or call phobic or even Quapaw phobic. We come from the same beginning. And today, geez, you hear them today, boy, they're like, well, that's Ponca, or that's Omaha, that's Osage, that's Call, that's Quapaw. No, I'll talk about that on a cultural day. Leah's give me an idea. Ask me if I taught you guys about the Te Wanoche. And anyway, but I told that's a culture day thing. That's a Saturday thing.
What
What
is
do you guys
Tay
want to talk
Wanashe?
about this? Buffalo police.
We're going to talk about something. I asked you a question about a week ago, and we said we'd talk, oh, tobacco. And, you know, that was probably for a smaller talk, you know.
No, it ain't. We
I was
can have
just wondering.
we can have multiple discussions about different things on this Saturday. One of them will be about tobacco. Tobacco was really sacred to the
Yeah.
Ponca.
I mean, you know. Mhm.
And we'll talk about the bag. We'll talk
Yeah,
about
recipe
the
about
use
like,
of
you know, those
tobacco.
little, yeah, that they make. I don't know what they're called. I forgot. Or they tie things. And I need to ask Barbara about some sage. I got a question.
Oh my God.
So I ask her later if she doesn't mind.
Relatives, where Barbara's at,
She's my plant lady.
all of us are way away from where Barb's at. She is in our natural environment, what I call it, home. Me and her and Emily went on the side of the road and we picked so much sage. When we got home, the Ponca here, they all wanted that sage. We gave it all away. I got to keep a little bit of it. That's it. Has it started to grow there yet, Barb? When is it ready to be?
Some of those field plants are real slow, like there's
That's kind of my
no
question.
milkweed yet, there's no sage popping up yet, but everything here is 2 weeks later than usual. It'll come up.
And you know what's
I've
crazy?
got some sage coming up, and it's hard to germinate.
I'd like some of that kind where you're at too, Connie.
What's crazy?
People just cut them with
Oh,
that.
I
Listen,
was just saying,
class. Oh, go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead, Connie. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I've got some little white sage. It's supposed to be really hard to germinate. When I started it, so I don't know if I can grow it indoors or if I have to try and make some kind of, you know, some kind of a environment for it somehow to try and keep it, or if I just kind of messed up. So maybe I can ask Barbara later.
Okay, Connie. Back to what I'm telling the class is when we picked that sage that's so precious to our Ponca people. They just use mowers and cut that right there in the ditches. And we were just blessed to be able to get that area before it was cut. I'm talking about right off of the highway.
Yep.
And people like that probably look at it as a nuisance or like it's in the way. What are you doing, boy?
Yeah, in June when they trim along the sides of the highways here, you can smell it, just fresh cut. But I always stop and gather it up.
Well, sister, we should be up there in
Do
July.
you,
And I don't know, I might be coming up there sooner than that actually, but let's see. When was it? About a month and a half ago, was it when I was in Niskire, Tomogon?
Yeah, it was about 6 weeks ago.
Okay, I got to talk to him. I should be coming up any time now. Okay, yeah, I should be coming up there. This time I'll be going to Norfolk or I think I'm coming to Norfolk. But anyway, either way, if I come to Norfolk, how far is Norfolk from me, Barb?
Norfolk I can get to, it's just an hour. That's great.
I mean, I might be coming to New Briar too. I don't know. I don't know. Nublala. I'll call
Yeah,
him
that's
tonight
just
and I'll
10
find
miles
out.
away.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I should be coming up there soon. And so
So did
anyway,
you,
but Barbara, what I'm saying, anytime you see sage up there, you get it. You get it. I could pay the shipping to have it shipped to us. I could
okay,
cash app you or wire it to you, however it's easier for you.
okay. We'll talk about that too.
Yeah. And also, the things that we use that sage for classes, we use it for kind of like a good omen. We use it for burning. That says pleasing to our spirit, our inner spirit. Oh, hang on, my battery about to go out. Oh, yay. We got power. Look at these power. Yay, it's on now. We got power. What do you mean? It said that my computer's running on a reduced power cord. This okay. The other laptop I got is identical to this, except it's 2 years old. 2 years older than this one. And they both fit in both ports. I use them on both one, but this is the older power cord. But it said it won't charge as fast, I guess. But it's okay. But anyway, back to the sage. And remember, in Ponca, what you call sage is Beiji Huta. Like you're saying Huta, but it's Huta, 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 like who, not who, but Huta. And so anyway,
Like
also
Beijing.
you burn it. Yeah.
Beijing.
Did you find it? Did you find a dictionary? Tell these guys so they could look at it. We're gonna try to utilize our books, what we have, the ones that we do have, and so that you can see it. And then also we're gonna have to start when we find things that aren't correct in it, we're gonna correct them. And you could put a notation. I write in my dictionary. I write in it because I'm keeping it. It's my personal. I had like 4 of them, but I gave a lot away. A lot of people gift them to me, and like Connie gifted me with one, and then a few organizations gifted me one, and I bought one myself. I
It's
got mine in November.
in the English to Ponca. It's on page 340 in the dictionary.
Jeez, I didn't what you call it either. I'm supposed to put all them books in. I want them to buy. Let me email them so I could start the email.
I put a picture of that one on the group. Umaha EA. That one, the big one. I put that picture on the Facebook group. Hey Barbara, can you hear me, honey?
I hear you.
Okay. Do you know who? I used to talk to him when he was still with us. Do you remember the website that's still up? Umaha. Oh my, David. I want to say. Do you know what I'm talking about? I think we knew him together. I knew him personally to a small degree. He sent me an orthography, and he was a linguist.
David Kaufman?
It's been bugging me for days. I thought for some reason that you knew him.
David Kaufman?
But maybe I'll get it later on.
She obviously
Can you
can't
hear
hear
me?
us again. I can hear you, Barbara. She must have problems with the
Yeah.
connection again.
It's not David Kaufman.
Oh, she did
It's
hear
not
me.
David Kaufman.
Here.
I'm lagging a lot. Yeah, it's not him. I want to say Dave. I could be wrong with that. He had a website back in
John Kuntz? John Kuntz?
It was when I was talking with him. John K.
John
K.
Kuntz?
something.
Colorado University?
Yes. Yes,
It's
Pierce.
John Kuntz
Yes,
because he did a lot on the
yes,
Ponca language, and
yes.
I believe on Omaha as well.
He was a nice man. He was a very
Is he
nice
dead?
man. I probably still have some papers he sent to me way back
He
when.
passed
I
over
just
a
have to
year
find
ago.
them.
I didn't know
Zinge.
that.
I
Dang,
know,
I'm
it's so
sorry to hear
sad. I
that.
didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I didn't know it until Barbara told me a while back. But he was so nice, so helpful, and it is still there. It's not really like a GeoCities page, which if you're not old enough, you may not know what that is, but it's indexed in the Wayback Machine. Are you familiar with
How do I
that?
get to it? Connie, how do I get to it?
Huh?
How do I
You
get
just
to
got
it?
to search. You go to the Wayback Machine. Wayback. Let me see. I'll send you a link to it.
Okay.
You got to go because the old page is gone, but there's a place thing, and they have been. I've got an old web page of my cities that is in that index somewhere, and it's embarrassing. So I won't show you that, but I'll find it. Hold on. I remember the page very vividly.
Thunder, what you doing, boy? Hear my dog feel like he's getting into something. Okay, Connie. Okay,
Yep,
Connie. What?
it's taking a long time.
No, I got it, Connie.
I'll still send it though. Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Cool. Isn't that neat though? I'm loving all that. It's been there for so long,
Connie, what's the name of that book?
and I think
Why do you
his
go
last
cheap at the
update was in the
Poncas?
early. Yes, that's it.
By who? By Charles Zimmerman?
Uh, yes, Charles Zimmerman. That's him.
What other books we think we should get? I told him the books that we're getting is Walks on the Ground, Dictionary of the Ponca People, Why Do You Go Chief of the Poncas by Charles Zimmerman. Oh, hold on, I gotta go run and grab it. It's in the back.
Yeah, that White Eagle one's probably out of print. I don't think you're going to be able to get.
Oh my goodness.
The last update, Barbara, on one of his pages is 2011, and that's the very last time he updated it in February. Well, yeah, 2010. No, I actually see it 2015. So he was in there messing around still.
You know that one? My kids. I'm blaming it on my kids. I loaned it out to my kids. One, we already got the Ponca Chief one. We gotta get that one of White Eagle. But also that Sundance. It talks about it's by Skinner. I think his name's Skinner. The Ponca Sundance. I'm about to Google it.
There's some old ones that are out there that are like you can get some at the Library of Congress. Some on the Sundance. I think I've got a couple of old ones, but you should look at them first.
No, sister, they got reprints of them, just like they do that Deggy Hall language. They
Yeah,
got
they
brand
should.
new reprints.
You should get
Yeah.
another copy of that, Eagle, the Vegiha
Oh,
language
cool.
by Dorsey. Get one of those for your classroom.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
Eagle, I have pages of bibliographies I've put together. I'll send you after class.
Okay, I take everything related to our language.
Are we going to do any more time?
Yeah, we will. If you guys come on anytime tomorrow, I remember I'm 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Try not to grouse for those of
Wait,
us that
that's
have to
tomorrow's
work.
Friday, right?
Yeah.
Am I losing my grip here?
Yeah, we don't have a Friday night class. He has office hours on Friday.
Oh, I thought that was Saturday.
Ponca
Thank
Sundance
you.
by
Thank you.
Skinner.
Saturday's Culture Day.
I can't remember it. I don't know why. I had printed out the schedule, and then they changed it, and I reprinted it, and I put it on my wall, and it did something, and I can't remember. I've lost my mind. But thank you. Wow, check it out. This is before Mr. Kuntz passed away. He's got a page that's really just not there anymore. Omaha Language Curriculum Development Project, UNL Omaha Language Class, is solely responsible for its contents. Mentions here of individuals, people, corporations, tribal institutions, blah, blah, blah. Aho, Tatita Udon. Hello, it's good that you're here. And that's right there. It's an old web.
Did you send that link to us?
Yeah, I think it was dropped after he died or something. I'm not sure.
I sent the website from the university that he maintained for 15 years, and I put it in that language chat.
Yeah.
And Connie,
I've got some stuff there that's kind of not in there.
Connie, I just sent the new class schedule that the Ponca tribe of Nebraska posted on their Facebook page today. And it has the schedule.
Thank you, sweet. Oh, I didn't know they did that.
Updated. They just posted that today. But yeah, John passed in July of 2017, and it was very sudden. He died in his sleep.
Oh, he did? Goodness. Well, that's, I guess, out of all the ways. I've got this page here, though, that's, it is not currently there. 2006, but I don't know when it was last edited, but it's not there anymore. So there's a few pages like that are not available on the website anymore, that were indexed from years ago, and they're still available, but you can't just click on Ponca letters. Do you remember that page? That's not there anymore.
No, this one is Colorado. It's Colorado.
Yeah.
It's colorado.edu. I just sent it to the chat. Y'all can click on it and surf around.
Okay.
That's the one that I know of as his original site. I don't know what you're talking about, if it's different or not.
Yeah. No, it's the same thing. Yeah, no, it's the same thing, honey, but some of the page, like as the thing aged out, like he would delete pages and add pages. Does that make sense? And some of the old pages were spidered and indexed by there's a company that does that. And there's like really old web pages out there that are no longer, but you can find them. And sometimes you can find some things that were posted that are no longer available, that were deleted for some reason. But anyway, that's all I was talking about. I apologize for the confusion.
There's a couple books that are made by wrote by Ponca talking about both of these natives guys. They're both dead. They're Ponca men, but they wrote this book. This one's called "When the White Man Smiles: An Indian Journey" by C.T. Big Goose. The other one's called "Clyde Warrior: Tradition and Community and Red Power." I've been owning these books for a long time. I just never read them.
I need to read them.
Name of that first one?
I love reading about that.
Yeah.
What's the name of that blue one?
"When the White Man Smiles: An Indian Journey" by C.T. Big Goose, and "Clyde Warrior: Tradition, Community, and Red Power" by Paul R. Mackenzie Jones. I'll send them to the chat. I don't know if they're worth putting in that deal, but these are by real Ponca men that spoke Ponca, but I don't know what's in these books. They were gifted to me, both of them. So I don't know.
I can't even see you, Eagle. I don't know where.
Can you guys see me?
Looks like, is everybody?
Yeah, we can see you fine.
I can't. Looks like they can't. I can't see it. All I see is a screenshot of your screen. I don't know if that's what everyone else is seeing.
Nope.
It's really weird.
You've probably.
Yeah, we can see you.
We've been able to see
Robin?
you.
Oh, now I see you.
Yeah.
And Chris,
I see you, but I don't see me.
I'm glad you guys took last night to refresh yourselves. Tonight's class wasn't very taxing. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Good. It's good to
I
see
feel
you
like
tonight.
we missed a lot last night. So it's always the thing is when you take the one time you take off, it's when you miss the most. So
Well, it's kind of a dense lesson to go through the time lesson, so we all moved at a kind of a slow pace last night, and he
I
reviewed
think,
the
yeah,
basics today.
I think
Okay.
we should go. We're gonna go through the numbers 1 through 12. And the next week's whole entire deal is gonna be based off time. Divisions of time, whether it's the months, the days, or the clock, past,
Okay.
present, and future. We're gonna go over that. So I'm gonna be working all weekend over that. I hope I get it done in time because it's a lot. And then we're gonna go over it, but I'll try to get it done by 4 p.m. So Robin, if you're available, I'll send it all to you, and we could just post it on Google Classroom and give everybody a chance to look at it.
Do you mean tomorrow or I'm Saturday?
Monday.
I'm tight. Saturday's a month is probably going to be a mom day.
No, on Sunday
You're talking about
by 4.
Sunday? Yeah,
Yeah.
I should be around on Sunday.
Yeah, we should.
What's the best time for me to hit you guys up?
Anytime Sunday should be good. Sunday's my really down day, generally speaking. I usually try and stay close to the house and recoup.
Well, just text me and maybe you say it's a good time, and I'll send it then or something.
Okay.
All
I
right.
don't want that way I won't interrupt nothing.
I'll just ignore you if I need to.
I know. But I said all these books right here.
Said affectionately. We were actually looking at airfare for at least for Omaha to see how expensive it was to get out there. It's not
If you get
bad.
to Omaha, you're right there. It ain't gonna be about an hour and a half to wherever we're gonna be at. What is it, Barb? About an hour and a half from there to Nebraska, or more?
Omaha Airport to me is 3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours. Was it
Yeah.
closer from? What about from Lincoln?
The same. It's 3
Crazy.
hours either. Yep.
My mom's folks were from Hooper. That sounds about right. If you know where Hooper is.
The Lincoln
Oh,
Airport is easier and quieter and smaller and often easier to get in and out of, but the flights usually run about $100 more than Omaha. And Sioux City is the closest to us, actually. It's 2 hours, but they don't have as many flights.
Okay, it's good to know.
Sioux City is 2 hours east.
And if you've never heard of Hooper, it's near Fremont.
Oh, I've heard of Fremont. Yep. Your mom's from there?
Yeah, my mom's parents are from there.
is it called Hooper?
Hooper, Hooper. They actually, if you're there, they call it Hooper.
Where's Hooper, Nebraska at? Whoa, it's right here. It's even got a Dollar General in there. It's got its own deal too. It's got an Alcone Valley golf club and a Lutheran church. Let's see.
It's got a Methodist church too, I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
It's been a while since I've been there. The last time I was there was when my grandfather passed away.
Heard to hear that.
So it was when I was like 16, so that's been a while.
It's got a lot of stuff in it. It must not be that. I mean, I don't know how little it's got. All kind of stuff. Now I'm zooming in on it. You know what's so crazy down here? A lot of us Poncas would like to move back up there, but we would just miss home here. That's all we know is hot country.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it is. It's Fremont right there. There's Fremont, Nickerson, Hooper, Scribner,
Scribner, yeah.
Scribner.
I'm just used to hearing my mom talk about going up to Scribner or going to this. Her dad worked for the railroad.
How do you say that other one? It's like Uehling, Uehling, Uehling.
I'm not sure I've ever heard mom talk about that.
What about that Nickerson?
Nickerson sounds was what she'd say. Nickerson.
And then they got that Fremont, then Ames, Arlington, Cedar Bluffs, Woodcliff. They seem relatively close anyway. Sioux City's right there. Yankton. Down here, some of my sisters, they won't admit. They said, they'll tell me like this, I'm not Park Yankton. Because we got some Yankton boys from before we ever got moved down there. I'm not Yankton. But anyway, but they'll admit that we're Potawatomi because we got a Potawatomi last name. What is that, Barbara, that you just sent? That what are those, Barb? Can't hear you.
Those are all the books and resources relating to the Omaha and Ponca language, a bibliography. Everybody should download that.
I'm gonna start it. Do I need to download both of them?
One is Word and one is PDF. It's the same.
Okay, the one I got is PDF. I don't know. It just says welcome. Then it's got Ponca class ideas 4/8/2022.
Oh man, what did
Is
I
it that,
send?
is it that Ponca list of entries? 631 entries?
What did I send?
If that's what you meant to say.
Oh geez, this is what I made. How'd
Yeah.
I get on there?
If you
Now the
open
one
it
I
up,
got, I opened up the wrong one, I guess.
okay.
Yeah, that's probably.
Whoa, my contract. Not that one.
Can anybody else see it in the chat? You can open it up.
Eagle Rod letter.
Yep. I opened it up in Word.
What are these name files?
Yep. I opened it in Word. No problem.
Oh, that's old. Yay. Okay, let's sing one song and we're out of here. It's 8 o'clock. This song goes. It's, it's a short one. It says, "One on they hold Jesus, one on they hold Jesus, wala they money Jesus, one on they hold Jesus, one on they hold Jesus, one on they hold Jesus, ega money Jesus, one on they hold Jesus, one that they hold Jesus, one that they hold Jesus. All that song says is one that they hold Jesus. It says Jesus, you are the Savior. It says Wala Ede Money. It says Wala Ede Money. Jeez, I forgot it. Wala Ede Money. Oh, it says in your lifetime, you've shown love and compassion. And then it goes back to, hey, God, money, Jesus. And then right there it says, you are the truth. And your way of life is the truth. It's a real simple song. Okay. If you can, Diane says a little prayer and prayers out, sis.
Thank you for everyone being in good health and being able to spend time together, and safe with the weather being as crazy as it is. That we have access to all these resources to help learn the Ponca language, and that people stay in good health, and that people I'm drawing a huge book, you guys. I guess we'll end it there.
Good.
You're fine. Goodness. That's good. We're all
I
good.
drew a
We're all
huge
good.
blank. I was like,
Pray that we're all
Amen.
so cheerful.
Don't feel
Amen.
bad. You've seen me do some crazy stuff. That's right. Hey, can I say something really quick? I
Yeah.
just want to mention that today is the second year. Today is the second year that the MMIW, Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women Day, has been nationally recognized. So I just want to mention it. So yeah, we're going to be third next year. Keep it going,
Good.
people. It's a good thing.
Okay. You
It
guys
needs to
have
be
a good
mentioned.
night.
So
Okay. Sounds good.
night, everyone.
thank you, Eagle.
Good night.
Thank you
Thanks for
guys.
everything, Barbara.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Yep. Send me questions. Thank